Here I have a simple program, again as before in the previous video. We have identification of division. Program ID is EX-0201 with a .cbl extension. Environment division, data division, procedure division. Here's a comment telling how to compile this program. Here's a program begin, the name for this section. And here's a display statement. It's going to display I said hello world. And then we have a program done section and stop run. This is a very simple COBOL program. So let's compile this thing and run it. So CLBC-X-V and then the program name. Hit return. And you can run this as many times as you want to. It's just going to overwrite the executable. I can't even talk. Executable. Yeah. The program. Oh. I need my second cup of coffee. Alright. So we had a return status of 0, which is good. It compiled fine. So let's modify this line. EXE is the executable. And there we have it. Displayed the text I said hello world. So we are hard coding the content that we want the display statement to show in when we execute this program. So if you want to display another line, if you go down to, we go to this listing, EX-0202.cbl. Again, we have an identification division, have a program ID. I didn't change that. Let's go ahead and change that. Alright, we have environment division, we have the data division, have procedure division, we have the instructions in a comment on how to compile it, we have the first section, program begin, and now we have two display statements because we want to display two lines. So the first line says it'll print out hello world, the second line will print out I said, comma, hello world. We have a program done, and then we have a stop run. So let's save this. We'll compile this program. Now let's run it. We'll change 01 to 02. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Did I not change it? There we go. It didn't take it. Alright, so as you can see, it displayed hello world, and then it said I said, comma, hello world, down below that next line. Alright, so as we can see right now, the way we're writing the programs, we have to for each different line, we're going to have to add a line for each new text that we want to display. We're adding a new line. So here's another program. It's going to display 3 lines. So it starts with identification division. Let's go ahead and change the name because I've been changing. I'm trying to be kind of consistent with these names. And I wasn't really sure how I wanted to proceed with this, and I think I'm going to go with these for the examples. And again, what I'm going to have on my GitHub repo, I want to have all these programs uploaded for you to actually play around with and execute. So, alright, so we have an identification division, program ID EX0203, environment division, we have a data division, we have a procedure division, and within the procedure division we have a program begin section. With up above it we still have another comment telling how to compile. Now we have 3 lines. We have display hello world. You will notice there were quotation marks around hello world. And let's do this. Let's change the W to the capital W. And if you notice below, the next display is displaying the number 55, and we do not have to have quotation marks around 55. And then below that we have 12.607, which also does not have to have quotation marks around it. Then we have a program done, and then we have a stop run. Let's save this because I changed the program ID. And this is our 3rd example, so let's compile it. It compiled quickly. Let's change the name so I'm running the right program. So we're running an example. This is lesson 02 in program 03. And here we have our 3 lines, hello world, 55 and 12.607. Now let's go to the 4th example. Alright, this program's going to do a little more. So we have an identification division, line 100, 200 is program ID. We have an environmental division. We have a data division. We have the comment again to how to compile the program. We have a working storage section now. This is a new section that we're added. And we have some variables here. We have a first number with the pick of 99, which is 2 digits. We have a second number with the pick of 99, which is 2 digits. And then we have the result with the picture of 999, which is 3 digits. So, we also have a procedure division. We have a program begin section within that procedure division. We have a display that will ask us to enter the first number. And then we have an accept statement, which is going to enter the number that you add into the first variable. We have a display. It's going to ask us for a second number, and then we have an accept immediately after that to accept the second number. Then we're going to use a compute statement. The compute statement is going to place within the variable the result, which is pick 999. It's going to be the first number plus the second number. So we're going to add 2 numbers together and show us what the answer is. So we're going to have a display statement after that that says the result is, and below that there's going to be the result, which is the 2 numbers added together. Then we also have the program done section, and then we have a stop run. So I'm going to go and change this name up here while I'm at it. Alright, so we save that. Now we'll go here. We are on example 4. Compile it. Now let's run it. Alright, so enter the first number. Let's say the first number, we'll just enter 60. Our second number, let's enter another 60. And the result is 120. So it added both 60s together, got the result of 120. Now it's possible, well, maybe not. I don't think we're ever going to go between three digits for the result. It's possible that you can always get, like, if you're writing a program, your result could always be larger than 3 digits. You could go 4 digits. You need to consider what the possible size of your numbers are going to be when you're writing your code. But I think we should be alright with this one. Alright, let's go to the next example. Example 5 here. Alright, so it's got an identification division. We have a program ID, environment division, data division, then we have the working storage section with a comment on how to compile this program. And let's go ahead and change this name. Up here, I never did change the program IDs. It's not necessary. To be consistent, though, you probably want to match the name of the program that you're compiling with the program ID. It's not going to check it. It's going to compile it anyway. So, alright, so we have the first number. The pick is 99, 2 digits. Second number, pick 99, 2 digits. The result, pick is 999, which is 3 digits. We have a procedure division. We have a program begin. We have a display that's going to ask for the first number. Then we're going to accept the first number into first dash number. Display. After that, enter the second number, which immediately after that we're going to accept the second number and load second dash number. Then we're going to have compute the result equals first number plus second number. And now, what's different about this program, we're displaying on one line the text. The result is with the variable, the result after that on one line instead of 2 lines. We have a program done and we have a stop done. Run. Alright, so let's save this. And let's go back, and now we are running. First, let's compile. We're going to compile program 05. Let's see if we get a clean compile. Alright, we did. Now let's see if we can get a clean run. Alright, so let's add 60 and 60, and the result is 120, and it's displayed on one line. So that gives us kind of a degree of formatting for our screens. So let's go to example 6. Which we have the identification division. We have the program ID, which let's change this name as in, so we're doing this in real time. I focused on getting the programs written and not really on the consistency of these naming conventions. Alright, so we just change the program ID to EX0206 because that's the name of the program we're compiling. We have the environment division, we have the data division, we have a working storage section with a comment saying how to compile this program, or showing an example how to compile it. We have a variable called the name, and it's got a pic of X, 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 X. Alright, so then we have the procedure division. We also have a program dash begin section. We have a display statement that's going to ask for someone's name. We're going to accept the name into the variable the name, the dash name. And then we're going to display hello and then the name. And if you notice, since this is text, it's going to have quotations around all the text. But since we're using a variable to display the name, we don't have to have quotations around the dash name. Program done. So if we put, let me back up, if we put quotations around the dash name, it would print, literally it would print the dash name and not what is contained in the variable. So the next section here would be program done and then a stop run. So let's save this. Let's go back and let's compile program 6. And now we're going to run it. So I'm going to enter Elijah for the name. And now, immediately after I hit the enter key, it goes to the next line, executes it, and it prints hello Elijah. Now we could have put some more quotations after the variable, the name, the dash name, and put an exclamation point to give some expression with this text that it's printing. But we didn't. But so now we accepted a name and we had the program just have a greeting for the person's name that gets entered. Alright, so let's go to example 7. So example 7, start out with the identification division. We have a program ID, and again I'm going to have to change the program ID on this to make it consistent. We have an environment division, we have a data division, we have the working storage section within the data division. We have a comment that tells how to compile this program. We have a variable called the-message. We have a variable called the-name. We have also a variable the-number. The procedure division below that, when we have a program begin section. We'll print out a message that says that will display enter someone's name. We'll accept that text into the dash name. Then we're going to move hello to the message. We're going to add 1. We're going to move 1 to the number. And then we're going to display the message, the text message with a space. You notice it's within quotation marks. After that, so we're putting a space there so we don't run the value of the number into the message. It'll look like it's part of the word, the message. We want a space after the message, so we have a space after message. We're going to have the number. We're going to have a colon with a space within quotation marks. Then we're going to show the message and the name. Then we're going to move, say good night to the message. Then we'll move to the number, to the number, and display the message, the number, the message, the name. And we have a program done and a stop run. Alright, so I made a change. Let's save it. I'm actually hitting Control S to save it. Well, I'm using Notepad++ for my editor. Let it catch up. You see the asterisk up the top. It's not saved. Now it's saved. Alright, so let's go to here. Let's compile all the program. So this is example 7. And let's run it. Alright, so message 01 was hello, Elijah. Message 02 was say goodnight, comma, Elijah. I could have put a comma after the hello on the first message, but I didn't. But it doesn't really matter. It could say anything you want to say because it's your custom program. Alright, so that was example 7. So let's go to 8. So 8 has an identification division, has a program ID, and again, let's change the name. I'm pulling it out of this comment here. Alright, so program ID is EX0208, environment division, then we have a data division, then we have a working storage section within the data division. We have the comment on, again, how to compile this program. We have a one variable called the message. So the pick x50. So you notice I didn't have a bunch of x's on this one. We're putting how many spaces. So you can have a name up to 50 spaces here. Then we have the number, which can have up to 2 digits. We have a procedure division. We have a program begin. We have a comment saying we're going to set up display line 1. We're going to move 1 to the number, which so we'll know which line we're printing. We're going to move Jack be nimble to the message and then display the number and the message. So it's going to display the number, and I have quotations with a space in the middle of them to put a space between the number and the message. Alright, so moving down here, we have another comment. We're going to set up a display line 2. We're adding 1 to the number, which is going to add 1 to 1 to make 2, which means we're on line 2. We're going to move Jack be quick, comma, within quotation marks, to the message, and then it will display the number with quotation marks and a space in the center to put a space between the number and the message, and then we're going to display the message. Now, we're going to go and set up for line 3 as explained in this comment. And remember, comments are from an asterisk in column 7. Designates a comment in Cobol. So we're going to add 1 to the number again, which that number should be 3 now, saying to let us know that we are displaying line 3. Well, we're going to move Jack jumped over the candlestick to the dash message. It's displayed in this line. Then we're going to display the number with space within quotation marks and the dash message. Alright, and then we have a program dash done section, and we have a stop run within that to stop the program. So let's save this. Well, let's compile program 8. Now we're going to run it. And here we have 3 lines. Line 1 is Jack be nimble, comma. Line 2, Jack be quick, comma. Line 3, Jack jump over the candlestick, period. Looks like everything's flowing pretty good. All right, let's jump to 9, example 9. Here we're going to have to change the ID again. So, have the identification division. We have the program ID. Right now it says Jack02. Let's call this example 9. Example 0209. Like I said, I'm wanting to try to change these. Now, originally the names were descriptive to describe what they are, and obviously you can name these programs most names that you want to name them to, and it's recommended to name them to be descriptive as to what the program's doing. And these are just examples that I'm showing, so that's why I'm calling them examples, and that's where I'm going to go forward with this. So we have this working storage section. Well, actually, we just changed the program ID. Line 200, we have an environment division, data division, then within the data division, again, we have the working storage section with a comment saying how to compile this program. We have a variable called the message, pick x50, so it can be 50 characters. We have second variable, the dash number, which can be a 2-digit number. 9 represents numbers in COBOL. And then we have a space, pick X, which is different. This is another variable. It's just going to be a placeholder. We could put a value at the end of this, but I think I may do that in a another program here in a second or later. We have procedure division. We have a program begin. We have a comment initialize the space variable. So we moved quotation marks with a space inside of them to move a space to the variable a space. Then we have a comment set up display line 1. Move 1 to the number. Move Jack be nimble to the message. Display number a dash space the message. And then we have line 2. We're going to do line 2. So here we're using the same variables to display each of the messages. We have a program done, then we have a stop run. Alright, so let's save this since I changed the program ID. Let's go back here. Let's compile this program. And this is program example 9. That's a clean compile. Let's run it. And here we have 3 lines. Line 1 is Jack be nimble. 2, Jack be quick. 3, Jack jumped over the candlestick. Alright. Let's go to example 10. Okay, let's get to the last program of this video. I apologize because I had a phone call and then I had some technical difficulties, which I hope I can correct with Pinnacle Studio, because I really don't want to re-record this whole session. Anyway, I need to mention I have all these samples in Cygwin Cobol on GitHub. github.com/jfarrell423/Cygwin-CBL. You'll have all these examples that I'm going on over in the videos that I'll create. I also just added a Connect 4 program written in GNU Cobol. I went out to Claude AI to play around with it, and I asked it to create me a Connect 4 game. So this is the result of this game. After a little bit of tweaking, you have to review the code to make sure that the the code is doing exactly what you want it to do, because AI is not completely perfect either. It's written by humans, so it can make mistakes. But it's a fun little game that can be played in the console, and it gives you something to play around with Gnu Cobol. I'm going to continue to add some more games as I go along. But let's focus on the last program of this series for this lesson. Here we are. All right. Here we have example 02, program number 10. Program EX0210. We have an identification division. We have a program ID. We have an environment division. We have a data division. All right, so within the data division, we have a working storage section. I have a comment on how to compile this program. COBC-X-V EX-0210.cbl. All right, so we have three variables. We have a alphanumeric variable called the message, 01, the dash message with a pick x50, which means this is a variable with a size of 50 characters. You can store 50 characters in this variable. The next one is an 01 level, the dash number, and it's a pick 92. So this is a numeric only variable with 2 digits available. So you can go from 0, 0 to 99. All right, so we have a third, which is an 01 level, a dash space. When it's an alphanumeric character, pick X, which is going to be used to store space. All right, we have a procedure division. We have program begin at line 1300. Here we have a comment with an asterisk in column 7 at line 1500. Initialize the space variable. So at 1600, we're moving space within double quotes to a dash space, and that makes it a space character. Now we're going to set up and display line 1. We'll move 1 to the number, move Jack be nimble to the message, display the number, a space, and then the message. Now we're going to set up for line number 2. It's mentioned in this comment with the asterisk in column 7. Add 1 to the number, which is going to make it 2. We're going to move Jack be quick to the message, display the number, a dash space, and then the dash message. And then last is mentioned in this comment with the asterisk in column 7. Set up and display line 3. Add 1 to the number, move Jack jump over the candlestick to the message. And then we have a display statement. We're going to display the dash number, a dash space, and the dash message. Okay, notice that there's only a period after the dash message. So that display is displaying all 3 variables in succession. Without any returns, it's going to be all in one line. All right, so we have a program done section, and then the stop run, and that's the end of the program. So let's take this And let's see if I can copy this to here. Let's let this machine catch up with itself. Our director undergunned our development machines at the university this last go around. All right, let's see if I can paste this, edit. It doesn't think it's got anything to paste. All right, let's go back. Let's do it this way. I'm highlighting it using Shift and my right arrow key. I'm doing Control C to copy. Now right click, edit. It's still not. It's still not. Wow. Why is this not working? Edit, copy. Let's go back here. Let it catch up. Edit. It's not going to do it. Okay. So it'll be C-X-V. Let's do it this way. Let's put a space in between these two. And my example is EX0210. EX-0210.cbl. And here we are, we're compiling it. No errors. Now let's execute it. There you go. There's our 3 lines. Line 1, Jack be nimble. 02, Jack be quick. 03, Jack jump over the candlestick with a period. All right, that concludes the last program of this series. We hope that we'll see you in the next video, as I plan to come out with some more tutorial videos. Thank you and have a good week.